It's rough.
Keep your foot.
Don't go through.
Yes, I have. That's why I asked you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make this yet. I'll let the back up. That's where the manual is a little bit dicier.
Yep.
What if it's the same group?
Everybody else coming?
I just made the turn, Barry.
I've got traffic up front here, so I'm just going to try and get by up quick.
Copy.
The guy behind me, so he knew where I was turning.
Here's my 2,000 RPM again.
Yep.
Foot's off the gas, but it's still revving up. If I get it to fall under, then it drops down. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Press high and then it figures out. No, it's too high.
Yep. So the 101 class, they'll bring you down here and they're going to run you up that.
Okay.
And do the same trench. This trench isn't as steep as that trench back there.
Okay.
See, it's not as deep.
Yeah.
And then they usually have you turn around up here and go back out on the 101. And that's where he shows you how you get two wheels off, the traction control kicks in and makes the other two, grip. I should just start out in second. He really can't shift gears. Yeah, that's the same group. Yeah, they will pull you out and turn you around here. You don't go up to blue when you do 101. Hello again. I'm the last one again.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Once they get once we get through up, I usually probably make it work. Yeah.
This concrete will end and it just goes into a
Dirt?
washout.
Gravel?
It's a lot of more like rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like these guys came down over here. I don't know.
They're all facing that way.
Yeah. They must have came. I see a lot of scrapes here in this concrete. I think they're just like making some of their own trails. I don't know. That's not really on the map. I don't know what that one is. Maybe it's a new one. I don't know that. I don't see it labeled as anything.
Yeah, there's nothing here.
No, this is 34 straight ahead. This is what I've always known 34 to be. Maybe they're just making their own new one. Some people do that. You're not really supposed to.
Get yourself stuck somewhere.
Yeah. This is where the concrete ends.
Cool.
So I guess it was just erosion control back in the day to take the water away from the mines or something.
Flooding out the mine.
Yeah. It's a lot of concrete, considering how far down it goes.
Mm-hmm.
All the way down to where we saw the house. Starting to sprinkle.
Big project.
Yeah. And how they even get it up here, right?
Yeah. Back then?
Yeah, back then, right? See, I don't get any pictures. Barry's
He's like,
gone.
you're done.
Yep.
You're getting paid, buddy.
Yep, tail gunners don't get squat. I gotta get my Jeep moved so we're not backing up. That's right.
Got it.
I'm waiting to hear a clunk back there, but I didn't. I thought I should have catch my rear now.
It's really washed out.
Yeah. Nice big tree root sticking out there. Hopefully he doesn't drift back when he goes forward. Might have pulled a little too close to him.
Might be good.
Yep, here comes the rain.
Yeah. Thought we'd miss it.
Yeah, I think it's moving in from the west. It's supposed to get really cold tomorrow, so there's got to be some kind of a
40.
change. Yeah.
We were up in New York the past couple of days,
Oh, really?
and it was like a monsoon up there.
Oh, right. Wow. Which part?
Brooklyn?
Oh, okay, in the city. Yeah, it kind of slid underneath us.
It was crazy.
Hmm.
Day and a half.
Wow. It was just dreary here because it was all east of us. And we got some showers, but it wasn't anything.
High winds.
Yeah, the wind's pretty strong. I can imagine in the center where it would be a lot stronger. Yeah. Was that for work?
No, it was a pleasure. So my wife, it was my birthday last weekend.
Ah, happy belated.
So she booked a trip for us to get away. And
Right.
there was a comedy show that we saw at the Barclays Center. It was Sebastian Maniscalco.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of him?
No, I haven't.
Italian guy. He's pretty funny. I never heard of him either, but
Right.
she's like, you're gonna love it.
Right.
So we saw that show, and then the day before, we just kind of we have dinner reservations and stuff.
Ah, cool.
Here it comes.
Yep. Yeah, I know. I'm getting rained on. It's coming this direction. One-on-one, they like you have your window down because they're always
Talking to you.
giving you directions.
And you can stick your head out to sea.
Yeah, any obstacles. They don't always give you.
There's a trail that shoots off to the right behind me. If anybody wants to take a bypass, because this gets a little bit rockier, the trail I'm going to the left. So if anyone wants to take the trail to the right, it'll still meet up with us at the top, okay?
That's the other trail there. That must be a harder trail. It's just not on here.
Around this way.
Yeah, what came out down there where we were, where we came in. I don't know why he didn't. Maybe he felt that was too hard. I don't know. It's pretty gnarly in there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's more of a black. It's just not listed on here. Because some of them have black offshoots, but they're usually shown.
There's like 3 different trails right in here. The one I'm on all the way to the left is probably the hardest, and then there's one in the middle that's not as bad. The one on the right is the one with the least amount of rock. So just whichever line you want to take and enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself.
He's fighting the wheel like, enjoy yourself, I'm trying to turn my wheel. And talk at the same time. Definitely some diff grabbers in here.
Yeah.
That one's
Quite
all
a few.
That one's all shined up there. A lot of white marks on it. He didn't go far enough passenger. He's stuck in that rock. Back up, reposition. Unless he bumps it. Yeah, he's bumping it. Didn't bump it hard enough. Now just back up and reposition. There you go. Wow. There he made it.
Good job.
He came out at a bad angle. He should have been more passenger. He tried going right up the middle. As I'm sitting here spinning.
Yeah, sometimes it just pushes you where you're gonna go.
Yep.
Barry, I'm going to hang at the top here a little bit, just to keep an eye on them all. Do that.
Guess those guys went right. Ugh. I'm not going to go right. That's too easy. I'm going left. I came here to wheel too, even on the tail gunner. Like we do the Badge of Honor trail, unfortunately, the guide and the gunner don't typically do crawdaddy because we spend all time walking the people up and guiding them to get them through. That we don't actually run it, which is kind of a bummer.
Yeah, you're outside.
Yeah, it's a nice trail to run, but I ran it once. I'd like to run it more. I ran it with my 35s. I'd like to try it with my 37s and see how much of a difference.
Nice. Jeez. Spoke too soon.
There's a good one up here coming up. Piece of cake.
Yeah. Good job. Made it look easy.
Yeah. Whew.
Boulder field.
Yeah, it is a boulder field. Ralph's Creek has a trail that's called Rock Creek. It is just glacier debris. And it's a red trail. And it's just boulders and boulders and boulders. People run it all the time, but I've never run that one. There's a black trail off of it too. It's I forget the name of it. It's pretty hard. I haven't done that one yet either. They don't do too many black rides. There's not a big demand.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got to be able to make some money. So if they have less than 6 people, they actually don't make money. By the time they pay the guide and the.
Guys, all right, there's a nice little spot over here in the pines that we can stop for lunch if you want to.
But they don't like to cancel stuff because it gives a bad rep. So
Sure.
they hold them no matter what.
Okay.
And Kyle does a lot of other consulting that makes up some of the difference.
Okay.
Like he was out all this winter. He was out.
That limb's gonna fall down on somebody.
Oh yeah. He was out in the Midwest doing training for utilities.
Oh.
So he does a lot of utility training for those folks and their trucks and winching and
Power lines.
power lines. And,
Finding.
yep.
Interesting.
He does EMS training because some of them have off-road vehicles, or
Okay.
teaches them how to drive.
Yeah, the boys are bugging to eat.
How to drive with a litter on and
Maybe
stuff.
I'll be right around 11 until we get there and ready to set up.
I know I gotta set this clock because it's only 10 o'clock.
Driving you nuts.
Yeah. I mean, I go time, but I'll have to dig out the manual.
Set up button right
I know, but that's for like, I do that, but it's for like the radio. It doesn't do squat. If I turn the radio on, then it just sets the radio. I'll look it up. I just don't drive it enough to. Every time I get in, it bothers me, you know.
there. Yeah.
Those guys are back there behind us. I see a white Jeep back there.
This time next year, they're doing away with daylight saving.
That's what they keep saying.
Yeah.
I guess it'll be normal time. It'll all be daylight savings time, right? And to me, it's kind of weird. I mean, I get it. In the winter, it's going to be really dark, but it's more natural to stay the normal
the same
way.
time.
Yeah. Everyone likes it being late out at 9 o'clock in the summer, which, you know, I get, but I'm going to fall behind. You guys are cruising through this stuff.
That guy ahead of us goes pretty fast.
Yeah. But this is what I'm talking about for your Bronco. I mean, you have to look at all these little trees when you go through here.
Yeah.
Make sure you're gonna clear this stuff here. You know. You have to make sure you can way over here and then get it lined up just perfect, where I can just kind of scoot through. I'm not really worried about it too much. But in my Ranger, I had to. I'd be backing up when everyone else just got through, you know, and repositioning. Gladiator is the same way. They're as wide as the Ranger. They're actually 3 inches longer.
They seem pretty long.
Yeah. So they get high center like the Ranger used to every now and then. But the difference is they have, well, the Rubicons have front rear lockers, where the Ranger only had rear. And they have the disconnected sway bar, where the Ranger did not.
Okay.
So I'd lift wheels all the time because my sway bar would hold the wheel.
Right.
Yeah, it would.
You don't have much articulation.
Nope. And then with those big 35s, it was kind of nice to get over rocks, but when you stuff them up in the fender, there's not much articulation there either because they're buried in the fender.
Yeah.
You hear them grinding away in my fender well. Like, ee. And I bought disconnectable sway bars, and I used them, and it made it worse. It made it so it even jammed up in the fender more.
Oh, they had stuck up in there more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ended up putting.
Could you cut out the fender well?
Nah, I didn't want to get into all that, you know, because it was still under warranty, and it was a brand new, basically a brand new truck. I had it for 2 years, so I felt bad enough cutting the crash bars out. Because I'm like, well, if the dealer sees this in inspection, he's gonna holler at me. But damn it, it's my truck.
True.
Even though I was paying for it, it was really the bank's truck. Of course, I get that grief a lot. Well, because I was saying about Trail J, that's where I did my damage. So I'm like, hey, you guys, you know, what's Trail J? There's a root sticking out. Well, that's what you get for wheeling the bank's vehicle. I'm like, I wasn't complaining. I'm just giving you a heads up.
Yeah, just telling you.
That, you know, what's that root? I wasn't saying that I complained that I got a scratch. I expect to get scratched. So, get off my back. So I get out of a lot of those groups because it's just, or I just don't comment anything anymore. I just bite my tongue.
Easier.
My wife knows I have a tough time biting my tongue. She'll be walking by when I'm at me. She goes, "You can't say that to your boss." I'm like, well, it's the freaking truth. Sorry.
Right. Truth hurts sometimes.
She goes, "You're gonna get fired." I'm like, well, so be it. So I'll go back into business for myself. Although that would be tough because I've been out of it so long. Engineering wise, there's been so many progresses. Yeah, I think he's high centered. No, there he goes. I'm sure if I called my buddies up in Syracuse, they'd probably give me some jobs. They use me to bail them out of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a problem in one job. I almost think that's why they wanted to hire me, just so I could resolve their issue in the one job. Because like a week after I started, I got this email. Hey, can you come up and check out? And I got all the email trails, and the architect was really hollering at him with a security job. I know security pretty well. And the guy's like, when's the Mark Silks coming back? I saw this in the email. I'm like, oh, that's why those bastards hired me back and had me open this office. They just need me to fix this one job.